Legend of Total War here, and today we've got something of an interesting scenario playing as the Blooded Warriors. So this scenario was sent in by Snake Nerd Gamer. Thought it'd be an interesting video, and maybe it will be. So you guys let me know what you think of it, and I'll leave a link to his channel and the description if you want to go check out Snake Nerd Gamer and thank him for providing the scenario. So what's going on here is that we're obviously playing as a Khorne faction, and he's borrowed an army from the Dwarfs. So he's made them a vassal, so don't worry, he didn't actually manage to make them an ally or something, I don't know, he subjugated them somehow. And yeah, he's borrowed this army, it's only got one turn left, but here's the thing, this is what he wants to actually do. He wants to level this one up to level 20 so it becomes immortal, so he can then kill it and then steal it, basically. That's what he's trying to do. And basically wants me to somehow deal with this situation and manage it somehow. Okay, so if we attack this one over here, that'll be a easier battle because the other two won't reinforce, but we probably won't gain 3 levels from that. In fact, I'd say we definitely won't gain 3 levels from that. If we attack Elspeth over here, we have to deal with 2 armies, and this army here is okay. It's not fantastic. At least we get to use some Khorne stuff as well. But I reckon the best way to go about it would actually be hitting this one here. Yeah, hitting that one. Because they've got a load of artillery, they'll probably hang back, and then try to get into position before she comes in and be in her way, basically, so that we're able to just block them from coming into the battlefield. Apart from Elspeth, she'll just fly over our head, probably. And then I could maybe use the summons to take out a lot of these artillery. So we'll give that a bit of a shot. But what we want to do is try to angle it as much as possible so that we are right behind Elspeth. So here's what we're going to do. Sorry, right in front of Elspeth. So what we want to do is first to come over to here.
Forwards.
Then, are they within each other's zone of control? I'm actually not entirely sure. I think she's just outside of it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try something.
Ready axes.
No, they're just outside of each other's zone of control. What I was going to do is try to pinball my way, so just bounce back and forth until I was like right in between them. But they're just out of each other's zone of control, but within reinforcement zone. That's okay. She'll probably still be... Oh man, decisive defeat. Probably still be at a poor angle to come in for her. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. So she'll probably... Let me see, we're attacking down south, so she will probably either on this side or this side. I just lost my bearings. I think this side... I don't know. Let's jump into the battle and see what we can do. Everything's on max battle difficulty? Yep. Okay. So we got the summons. That should help us take out the artillery. But what we really want to do is smash her army first. I just need to... Okay, so... Okay, that's good. That's good. So, as long as we're not within range of their artillery from this angle here, that should be good. Because, yeah, so many of these units are... Sorry, not these ones in the other army. Are high-powered missile units, and we can just prevent them from being utilized. That being said, we've got a lot of high-powered missile units ourselves. So if we have a look here, it does look like we'll be out of the range of their artillery. I'm just having a brief look. Yeah, oh, that one there. Those great cannons, I'm not too sure about that. Alright, I'm going to move my artillery over to here. Our gyrocopters, just stay there. Let's see. So you're stalking. So yeah, we've got to get this guy leveled up and then get him killed. Although if we just if we win these battles here, then I can just send a Sapphire back and he can sort it out himself from there. But then again, you've only got this one turn. That being said, if I win the battle and we don't get enough experience, then what can we do? Alright, so we got a bunch of missile units. I think we should just keep them back for now. Although a lot of these would be pretty good. Actually, this isn't so much a missile unit. These would be pretty good at taking out Elspeth. Should be on a dragon. What I really need to focus on, though, is getting rid of that damn cannon because of its long range. So they come in within a minute, and we've got 45 seconds to use before we can use the first summon from beyond. So maybe if... Okay, this guy here, maybe they'll shoot at it. Maybe. At him. Maybe. We'll see. So move over to this position here, right in front of their reinforcement zone, so none of their missile units can be utilized. Okay, so See, they're turning around. Bring them over here. Don't fire at will just yet. You go around over this way, but this is not really a good army to be using a single gyrocopter against, just because they will shoot us out of the sky super bloody quick. Alright, just keeping an eye on that cannon range. I hope I'm out of its range. Okay, we'll be out of its range. Okay, that's fine. So come stand over here. Alright, now this one's not going to be so good against Elspeth. You hang back. These three here will be. Shame we don't have a runesmith so I could slow her down. Okay, one that squeezed right. Okay, there we go. Get right in there. She's using Purple Sun of Xerius. Okay. Get in over here. And shoot the shit out of her. Might do a bit of friendly fire, but it's worth it if we can get rid of Elspeth. Don't fire it, don't fire it. But overall, this is going pretty well against the rest of their forces so far. I imagine that their forces are probably going to start coming at us soon. Possibly. Alright, if that's the case, we should probably start using our summons as soon as they start moving on us. Don't use it just yet, because then you focus on what we're doing here. This is going great, though, over here. We are not taking much damage, so these slays will be pretty good against her. Also, this, we could drop her missile resistance down. No, don't do that. Don't need to wound her, just getting her off the battlefield is good enough. But since she routed in that direction, might as well just take her out. But that's a really good start. Really friggin' good start if she goes down. Really friggin' good start right there. Okay, now we still need to get rid of Theodore Fucknut, so... Hang on, don't fire at will. We gotta actually shoot at these if you can, because they're just trying to get over to the rest of their troops. I guess they're trying to hold a defensive position because they feel like they've got the advantage with artillery. This is why I didn't want to take them out if I didn't have to. Because yeah, if they came over here and started bombarding us, that would not be ideal for us. Alright. So Theodore has not taken very much damage. He hasn't dished out much either. They've still got a few more units to come in, so we need to make sure we still keep holding this position. But yeah, this has gone really well so far. I didn't want to use the Iron Drake over here just because it would have caused a lot of friendly fire. Now here's the great thing about this, is because we have done so much damage to their army here, and at very low cost to us, we don't need to wipe out this entire army here in order to inflict the army losses, because we just delivered a massive L to them already in this battle. You know what? This might help a little bit. So weird having Khorne supporting the dwarfs in this battle. But you know, they're our vassal, so... And you know, he wants this hero. Bit of a blob here, but they don't have any anti-blob stuff, and they're still just standing there. So just let that keep going, and we'll just grind them down, because we're not really taking that much damage. Everything seems fine. The only problem here is that oh, okay, so he's healing a bit. Alright. Yeah, but Theodore is not taking damage very quickly. Charge this up a fair bit. So yeah, overall damage not so bad. I honestly thought we were going to take a fair bit more. So these ones over here, they're still blocked from coming in. They will eventually come in. And they'll do no damage. Just taking out the grenade launcher without it inflicting a single shot on us, that'd be so bloody good. Need to make sure that we've got our area here covered though. So, because if they get around, we won't be able to stop them. maybe don't fight him right now because he's got a bit of a buff going on. Because, yeah, he's definitely more of a hero killer than anything else. He's dishing out a bit of damage now. Maybe get the Slayers to get in there. Also, everyone's got Hungering Blades. That's nice. Or nearly everyone. Because they need to get, what, 40 kills for that? Who doesn't have 40 kills? That one doesn't. These guys here don't. No, any kills. Okay, routing Theodore is good enough. If that can manage. So yeah, in order for these ones to come in, we may just need to back off a little bit. But yeah, the Slayer... I say, he is trying to get to us, and that's leaving him vulnerable, because he had his back to the wall here, so we couldn't hit his rear. And now we are, and he's surrounded, and he's getting shredded. If you can wound him, that'd be great, because that'll mean more experience for our hero, and this lord here. Although, that's not the guy that we care about. Good. Theodore's down. Good. Alright. So, just back off a little bit. The unit will come in. Yep. Okay, good. Just need to make sure that they might get a single shot in there. That this one here didn't get away. No, don't shoot. Don't waste our ammunition. That unit's fucking gone up. Good. And they are just doing no damage to us. That is awesome. Alright, that is one complete army wiped out. I don't think a single unit made it over to here. Very much minimal cost to us. Now here's an interesting thing as well. We're playing as Khorne, but we've got a Dwarfen army. So you could be forgiven to think that the game is playing our music. It's not. When the balance of power is in our favor, it will play Khorne music. You know. The heavy metal band? No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's move back over here. And I'm pretty sure we can get them to attack us by getting rid of their artillery with the summons. Oops. Okay, hang on. Alright, so let's see here. The first ones we should consider taking out. Probably the cannons. I imagine they're going to be some of the biggest problems. But I'm also considering maybe going after the Hochland long rifles. But yeah, let's get rid of the great cannons first. Now, the great thing about these ones, apart from like compared them to the Skaven units. Oh wow, there's just loads of art, way more than I thought. We can combine this with Relentless Rage, so that none of them can die, and also we can buy ourselves a little bit more time because it lasts a minute, and this lasts 20 seconds. So when there's, say, 5 seconds left, use it, extend its life just a little bit. But anyway, that great cannon is taken out. How much time do we have left with it? 26 seconds. So using that right now might save a couple of them, but what I really want is more time. Doesn't matter if some of them are dead. Ideally you want to pop it down when there's only 1 second left. That'll give you the most amount of time. Alright, get ready, here we go. There we go, and we extend their time out, you know, by like 18 seconds. Not a huge deal. It's just about getting as much value out of them as we can. So yeah, no entities are getting killed while this is active. Buys us just a couple more seconds. And, you know, they just inflict a lot more damage. And it's gone. Cool. We won't be able to do that on the next one, but that was pretty good. That wiped out that great cannon unit and damaged a whole bunch of their other ones. So I was really happy with how that did. And they still just sit there. I mean, it's on legendary, very hard battle difficulty. We've used missile attacks. They just sit there. I guess because they've got so much artillery, they still think holding a defensive position is to their advantage. Alright, the other artillery are probably still along the line here, if I had to guess. But yeah, taking out a Hellblaster volley gun, that would be good, because that's what we want to do here is try to wipe out as much of their balance of power as we possibly can, and hopefully just inflict the army losses on them, and then we can just attack them again. That way we get the summons back. I mean, we're gonna have to kill those steam tanks, there's no doubt about that, but it would be good to fight them when we didn't have to deal with anything else. Because, yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to run them down too easily. I'll have to send the gyrocopter maybe around. But, yeah, let's take out the Hellblaster volley gun first. Next, I mean. The reason why I didn't go after it first opposed to the cannons, because the cannons' long range was more of a concern to me. Alright, look, yeah, fight the Demigryph Knights with halberds instead. Insist. We don't really utilize its speciality, but this is still a strong unit, and they'll do some decent damage to it. Actually, that war wagon with mortars, that is actually a unit that got away from Elspeth's army. I thought it shattered. I was wrong. But now it's broken, and maybe it won't come back. Okay, those mortars have come off the artillery, so maybe they won't be that big of a concern. But if we take all of their artillery away, even if we just get them to drop it, then that'll still count towards their losing balance of power. Okay, still got 2 more summons. Doesn't make any sense to rush at them while we've got these. Use them up first. Because apparently the balance of power is still in their favor. If we wipe this one out here, that means we don't have to fight it in the next battle. Oh god. Problem is though, lost the gyrocopter doing it. Because yeah, you have to wipe them out completely. So using these to try to take out the steam tank's not going to work. Alright. Alright, I reckon we'll pop it on the Hochland long rifle this time, just because it's such a squishy unit, and it's really dangerous, and we're quite slow. So, it would be... Oh, shit. I'm gone. Try to get back. Yeah, just take it out as quickly as we can, there. Okay, good. Hochland long rifle broken, but it will probably rally. It's definitely good that we knocked out Elspeth. Okay, did a bit of damage to those mortars, just not enough to take out any of them. Okay, every bit of hit points counts. Overall, I think all of these summons have done really well. It's a bit iffy whether or not that was really worth it to lose 2 of those gyrocopters to take out that war wagon. But again, we really want to try to max out the amount of experience that we get so that he just gets... I really doubt it, but if he can get the 3 levels up all in one battle, that'd be great. But probably will need another one. Alright, so with this last summon here, they've still got that mortar unit there. I just don't know... Yeah, see, that one came back. Another Hochland long rifle unit there. Don't worry about taking out the great swords. Even though they're anti-infantry and armor piercing, I'm way more concerned about their faster missile units. I think it is. There's our Khorne music. Because, yeah, if you look over here, we're not playing as the dwarfs. We're just using a dwarven army under our command. Nuln Ironsides... Quite damage dealing. Last one. Gotta make it count. Yeah, I reckon the Hochland long rifles are the way to go. Okay, then... Alright, well, they still didn't come at us even after all that. Now would be a good time to just, like... Hang on, gotta think about this for a moment. The grudge throwers, I think they've got longer range than the mortars. Yeah, okay. So we'll bring them up and we'll start shooting at them. And the rest of our army bring it up as well. Provide a little bit of support, but maybe stand behind the artillery just so their artillery doesn't shoot at us. If they want to shoot at this one, that's fine, 'cause it's not going to do anything. So this one here, if you could just, before you die, just take out this mortar unit, get it to drop it. That would be great. No. Alright, at least we've thinned out the Hochland long rifles. So that's good. Alright, Slayers, you go around the flank. Since this army is about to be handed back, I don't think he's going to care whether or not a bunch of units get wiped out in this army. Didn't really check to see if he had enough allegiance to just take it straight back again. Good check. I guess we could theoretically waste all of the steam tank ammo.
Get moving! Source the target, Lord!
Move up.
Yes, Lord! Range far, range fast! We are relentless!
Seems like their mortars are actually stalking. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much if this guy takes a bit of damage, because he does want him dead eventually, just obviously not right now. Alright, the artillery are shooting. This will probably get them the trigger to come over towards us. Let me get these guys around the flank a bit over this way. And we want to create gaps. Yeah, the mortars are shooting. Oh crap, they're firing at our gyrocopters.
Nothing could stop us.
So create a few gaps here and there. Focus on their infantry. Those Demigryph Knights with halberds are actually not as big of a threat as you might think.
Move up! Range far, range fast! Iron drakes! Wait! Let the vengeance begin!
Good, it's doing decent damage there. Yeah, their mortars are starting to shoot at us now. And their steam tanks are coming in.
For the ancestors!
Seems like they're still trying to shoot at our gyrocopters. Like I said, in this battle here, I really couldn't make very good use out of them. Right. So their artillery is shooting at us. I'll do the best I can to dodge. They're doing that as well. Those steam tanks are causing some problems. If I can get rid of their cavalry, I'll start bringing up our own Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedoes to take out. They're trying to shoot at the Trollhammer torpedoes now. Maybe we just need to advance. I think they've got artillery superiority. We just need to advance now. Let's go. Bounce battle's in our favor. We got all the easy kills. Now we're going to get the harder ones. It's going to cost us a bit more to get these ones.
Pick your targets well. Range far, range fast.
Make sure you don't die. The whole point of this was to get you leveled up.
Range fast. Vengeance.
Because I got to get it closer so it can shoot. But of course, Whistleland and Nuln, they've got some pretty heavy-duty damage dealers.
Nothing can stop us. Slay the old charge! Pump those dwarf legs!
I need you more of this way. Yeah, they're really trying to focus on our Trollhammer torpedoes, aren't they?
Firepower ready. For the ancestors.
Trying to blob up.
Attack the Urks! Yes! Hey!
Get them around the flank. Ugh. Yeah, I can't use this Iron Drake. Get it back.
Put those dwarven legs! Vengeance! Strike out! Shoot! Vengeance!
Okay, that steam tank has been somewhat neutralized. Yeah, don't worry about their great swords. Just get over here. God. Yeah, their damage output is absolutely insane. I can see why I would have said decisive defeat. If they could have used the Elspeth's army at all, it would have been an absolute massacre us trying to get in here. We're almost on top of them. There's way more units fighting this army than we did on the previous one, by a huge degree. Okay, I'm going to land on... Actually, just drop some bombs on these Northern Ironsides if you could. Oh, there's the fucking long rifles. Get at them. Thing is, if we have to fight another battle, we're now in pretty poor shape. Not sure if we'd be able to handle it, because there's a lot of Marienburg landships in that other army. Okay, well there's the army losses. It wasn't as early as I was hoping, but because they actually ended up doing quite a lot of damage to us. And now obviously just try to dish out as much damage as we can to them, so that we get as much experience as possible. Killing that guy there would be pretty damn important. Where are the Slayers? They'll actually be good at doing that. A little way over there. Because yeah, he's fairly quick. Only the Slayers are going to have any chance of catching him. Maybe the Gyrocopters as well. Because he'd be worth a lot of experience. Yeah, no abilities on our mortal hero.
Blow through! Charge! Get them!
Okay, that one's down.
Pump those dwarf and legs!
Now, we want to be shooting it from this angle here in the hope of maybe just pushing them aside a little bit. Come on, hurry up. Probably a good idea to put down the post-battle loot options as well for healing. If possible. It doesn't seem to be knocking him down, and he doesn't have far to go. Might be able to fight that army again. It might even be within reinforcement range of the other army. Yeah, run that one down then. Okay, every kill counts just to try to get as much XP as we can. Alright, there we go. Still got a Pyrrhic victory even after what we did to Elspeth's army. But yeah, it's just because even though we took out so much of these guys here with the summons, even a fraction of them just did so much damage to us on the approach. Especially the steam tanks. We didn't really have anything that was particularly good at taking out steam tanks without also taking out a lot of damage ourselves. So yeah, I really doubt that that's going to give us enough experience to get the full three levels up that he needs, but we'll see how we go. So that one actually got away. Yeah, let's get some replenishment.
We are enthralled to no one.
Alright, that doesn't look like reinforcement range. Alright, let's have a look. So, level 18. So, we only gave it one level up with that.
Summon me if you dare, for the wisdom of the
Now, there's only enough movement to attack one of these armies, I think. But if we beat this one here... Hang on, have you finished the Cloak of Skulls? No. So there's a couple of things here. Would any of this actually be of any use to us? No, none of that's going to provide any benefit for this particular situation. Oh my god. Oh, that's for the Lord though. That won't apply to the hero. Just thinking that could have actually been quite useful. Because it just says the Lord. And this one here will raise a settlement. Okay. So now that's going to be helpful.
Yes.
So the problem here is that we've got a lot of stuff here that, yeah, this army is not particularly good at dealing with. A lot of stuff there.
No.
If we have a look overall, yeah, our army is not considered as strong. They'll probably sit there and stare at us. So we could use our summons, but the summons aren't going to do anything against the land ships. It will do... We'll be able to take out the Hellblaster volley gun, probably that mortar unit. Take out a few of their units. Thing is, they'll still have a lot of stuff to deal with us. And yeah, trying to waste their ammunition is a bad call. Alright, well, let's go in there. And we'll see how we go. Another decisive defeat in order resolve. Alright, well, we'll just see how we go. See how we go. What else can we do? Yeah, we're definitely going to need those summons. If we can take out 4 of their units, that'll even the odds a little bit. Kind of wishing I had done a better job on the previous battle. Because the first part of the battle went really well, but the second part, not as well. I probably should have tried to waste the ammo of the steam tanks a bit more, because that's where all the damage came through. Alright, just hang back. We're outside of their range, and they probably won't advance on us because, yeah, they consider themselves to have artillery superiority, and we'll use our summons first. Problem is, though, I can't see their artillery. I mean, I can assume where they are, probably there. So what we'll do is we'll actually aim for the Khorne long rifles first. That'll give us an indication of where the other unit is. Okay, so there's the mortar. Okay, they already dropped the mortars. So that's good. That was very stupid of them. Yeah, make sure you obliterate this unit. Try to shatter it. Otherwise, it's just going to come back. Even just a few of them can be quite dangerous. Good. If we can take out... I mean, we're not going to wipe out any of these war wagons or mortars. Another thing we've got to consider, Whistleland and Nilna got huge buffs to all of their gun units. Alright, well if they're moving their artillery around, it's going to be hard to aim for the other one that's gone hidden. Let's use this one here, get in a little bit closer, just a bit actually, come in from an angle over here, just so I can get line of sight on them, perhaps. But yeah, I was pretty happy with that first, did I call it Menace Below? Summon from Beyond, I mean. Yeah, don't worry about archers, they don't matter. That's not going to do anything to us. Alright, Hellblaster volley gun, good, I've got sight over it now. Alright, let's take it out. So I don't think the mortar unit made it back onto the artillery. Nope, they didn't. Good, that's now been neutralized, but try to take it out if we can. Because I have seen sometimes that it gets back on the artillery. I don't want to risk it. Especially considering how easy it is to actually kill this unit. Alright, cool. Just try to get some damage in on some of these guys here wherever possible. If we could destroy even a single war wagon with mortars, that'd be good, but they're backing off there. This one's not going to last that much longer. Trying to waste the enemy ammo with this is completely pointless. That's not going to do anything. Hey, if they could shoot some of their own units, that'd also be great. But yeah, happy with that. So that's neutralized another unit. So at the moment, essentially 3 units have been neutralized. That Khorne long rifle, the Hellblaster volley gun, and the mortar. Even though the mortar crew is still active, they're not on the mortars. So we've still got 2 summons left. Bounce power is still not in our favor. I wasn't expecting it to even be in our favor even after we're done with this. Biggest problem is going to be dealing with these land ships. I don't know what... We're going to have to rely on those Iron Drakes, that's for sure. But the problem is how am I going to get close? They still don't have any more Khorne long rifles. There's an Outrider with grenade launcher unit. That one probably wouldn't be that big of a concern. The Quarrelers could handle that. But with these last summons, what should we put it on? Could do it on the archers, but that's not much of a threat. Maybe I should do it on the outriders with grenade launchers. Although we'll get better use out of their anti-infantry if we hit these archers. So I'll go for the healthiest one. And even though it's not really a big threat, it's just about getting rid of something that could do a bit of damage to us. And it's just easy for these ones to get rid of them. Now there's the great swords over there. Maybe you thought that maybe that would be better. Thing is, we can beat the great swords. Great swords are actually not that great. Even though they're armor piercing and anti-infantry, their overall combat stats aren't that amazing. Hoping we do even a little bit of damage to them. Maybe the next summon I'll put down on the great sword unit. Thing is, if we just summon it straight on top of it, they'll kill us straight away. Alright, so didn't fully wipe out that unit, wasn't expecting to. But that's essentially 4 units neutralized now. So I'm pretty happy overall with how this is done. But the bounce power is still not in our favor. Yeah, that... they're just going to get deleted straight away. Just go for the archers. Because, yeah, there's no point putting it down there for it to last 5 seconds. At least this way, it'll actually take him out. And if we can also take out these war wagons with mortars, great. That's just a bonus. I didn't even know they were there. Because, yeah, they will be a problem for our infantry because we're going to have a hard time catching them. Good, we've destroyed one of them. Very low on health, but... oh, so close to routing, but that's the last of my summons there. So I won't get another shot at it. So they did 5,000 damage, now they're about to get totally wrecked. I'm pretty happy overall with how they... oh, they broke... oh, good! The war wagons, there's only one of them left. Hopefully it doesn't rally. That'd be great. That's it. Just use your ammo up and shoot me. Maybe get some friendly fire while you're at it. Alright, but yeah, the bounce power is still not in our favor. Man, if that doesn't rally, that's so good for us. Because I wasn't expecting to actually neutralize that with this. They rallied. If it wasn't on very hard battle difficulty, they wouldn't have. But it just is what it is. Alright, now we're going to come up with a plan with how to deal with this. Our artillery is not going to be that useful in this situation here. Although we should be outranging the land ships. It would have been so much better for us if we actually had cannons. But we don't. Actually, in this battle here, it would have been better if this guy wasn't on, wasn't stalking, because it would be good to draw their fire over here. Can't get the gyrocopters over there. That's not going to work. This one could do all right because it stalks. I might be able to start getting it around over this way. So I'm actually going to start shooting at the Demigryph Knights over there, just because they're somewhat of a threat, and if we can get them to come at us early, well, then that would be good too. Don't expect them to do a hell of a lot of damage, but anything that we can do to thin them out is good. Okay, they're just going to keep dodging it. Aim for infantry then. Okay. Alright, they've just changed their targeting. That's good, I guess. Changed their AI, I mean. Alright, with our melee infantry, we need to go as wide as possible so that we get hit as infrequently as possible by their units. I don't mind if our artillery gets shot by their guys, that's fine. Yeah, if the gyrocopters could just draw as many of these guys over here as possible, just so we don't have to deal with them. So they're doing a bit of damage, nothing spectacular. That's it, draw that Marienburg landship over here. So yeah, it doesn't look like they're shooting at our at our artillery. They're going for our infantry now, which makes sense. That's what they should be doing. Let's keep them distracted. I'll aim for this Demigryph Knight, because even if we miss it, we might hit the other units around it. So So yeah, they don't have that much infantry left at all. But yeah, the problem was always going to be the land ships here. So this drop down their missile resistance and their armor by a fair bit. Oh, watch out. Keep moving forward. If this one come around their rear, that could be good. Okay, that one's got some missile resistance. Uses that. Bring them up. I want to keep them in the rear because I really don't want them getting obliterated. Because I need to pin everything else down first and then bring them out. Because otherwise they'll target the Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedoes and that won't be good. Actually, you should be able to shoot those outright grenade launchers without them firing back at you. Alright, I expect our Slayers over here are going to get wrecked. Unfortunately, I think we did a lot of friendly fire there. Got too many chasing after that one. Okay, and this unit's over here. That one should rally. They're just doing everything they possibly can to try to stop us from advancing, which is smart of them. That's what they should be doing. Obviously didn't want him getting killed. Okay, the Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedo is in range of this one. Let's shoot at it. Cool. Don't blob up. I think we're winning. I think. It doesn't look like it's going too bad. Stay here and keep fighting them. They're too blobbed up there. Okay, let's come back. Let's get going again. It's good that they're not aiming for the Iron Drakes. Wish we hadn't taken so many casualties on them in the previous battle, because that would increase our damage output now.
Vengeance! Iron Drakes!
Bring it in. Oh yeah, this army is getting obliterated. But, you know, it's not his army, so who cares? Actually, getting all of these units wiped out will make it even cheaper to take back. So it could be a good thing. Bit of silver lining. Good. Good. Alright, there's still 2 more Marienburg land ships left, so we are not done yet. We did lose another Iron Drake Trollhammer torpedo, though. And of course, they're unbreakable, so they're not going to break. It's not going to do anything, but... Oh, crap. Damn Demigriff Knights. I don't really care if they take out the artillery. We don't need them anymore. But I need the Trollhammer torpedoes to come over here and try to take out... Take them out. Killing this guy here would be good, but yeah, just focus on them. The bounce power is apparently still in their favor. All of our gyrocopters are gone now. Will that reduce his speed at all? Nope, but just use it anyway. Good, that one's shattered. Right, keep going, keep going. Any stragglers over here? No.
Plow through for the Khorne. Drag the earth. Move.
Oh god, we're gonna have nothing left after this. Yep, keep bringing them in. Alright, just forget about that. Oh, no, don't forget about him, because otherwise he'll rally and it'll be difficult to get rid of. Let's bring the rest of them over here. Almost in range now. And the artillery actually did do a fair bit of damage to this landship here, so that's good.
Shoot! Fight!
Can't freaking do anything to those war wagons with mortars.
For the ancestors! Bring them down!
Oh, they're running on fumes. Good, the troll hammer torpedoes. Done a good amount of damage, but no kills yet. Put this one back.
For the ancestor gods!
Well, that Iron Drake is fucked. Is what it is. Oh god, this guy here is going to die a little bit prematurely if he keeps this up. I got to get them over here, or else... Yeah, I got to get him out of there, or else he's going to die. We don't want that. Come on, troll hammer torpedoes. There's just not much left. Oh god, is this guy going to die? Not yet. Whole point of this was getting to level 20. Get him out of there. Oh, got nothing left. Oh my god, those units just died so friggin' quick. Come on, it's almost gone. Get him out of there. I just need a little bit more damage output. Okay, just one more Marienburg landship. Don't kill my Iron Drakes. Come on, be army lost or something. Come on! Couple more hits. Okay, good, they dealt with him. Get over here. Oh no! They can't even see the war wagons with mortars now. Can't shoot him from that angle. Basic bitch archers there. Good! Man, those units are not supposed to be good against them. Now it's all that's left of these mortars. Well, they can't win against the Lord here, so we have one. Oh my god. Definition of Pyrrhic victory. But, you know what? It doesn't matter, it's not our army. Alright. I'm probably not going to be able to shoot them from that angle. If I could get them off that position, that'd be good. Yeah, they're going to be inaccurate from that angle. Okay, just back off now. These ones here might actually be able to manage it. Maybe. Ugh, but they stalk. Oh god, I've only got two left. They're not going to be able to manage it. No. At least they fight to the death. Don't let this guy get killed. How am I supposed to bloody catch this friggin' war wagon here? The answer is, I can't. Alright, just drop that. Just get away from them. Yeah, because with what we've got here, we just have to waste its ammo, because I have no means with which to attack it now. I'm just completely exhausted. Thanks for the vote of confidence. There's our music. And he won't shoot at our Lord, so he has to shoot at our artillery crew. Just have to do the best I can to try to dodge. Got 8 shots left. Yeah, just don't bother. I can't catch it. Because there we go. At least them using up their ammo. Fuck me, that's a Pyrrhic victory. Now, here's the thing. I don't think that's going to be enough experience to get this guy to level 20. Because he would need a full level up and then some. And I just don't think there was enough in there. Especially considering this guy here didn't get killed. If we fight them again, though, it depends how much movement range we got left. Alright, well, I think replenishment at this point is a bit silly. That being said, well, everything else is a bit silly as well.
You will regret our survival.
Maybe I can reach this one.
Summon me if you dare.
I can reach it. What level is he? Oh, he's level 20! Okay. Oh my god, I didn't think he'd be able to make it. We got him to level 20, he's immortal. Which means...
For the wisdom
time to die. Now, we don't need to win this battle, but I'm pretty sure we can. But what we absolutely must do is get this guy killed.
Anad, to battle.
Okay. It doesn't really take our summons into consideration, and our summons will wipe out just about every single one of them. Just about. Another banner, but whatever. Another rune. So, I think the biggest concern is going to be their lord, because we actually don't have anything that's particularly good against him. Because yeah, we got a handful of infantry, we got some artillery. We don't have they don't have artillery superiority, so they'll probably rush towards us. That's not good. We don't want that. All right, well, we need to get you killed straight away. So, yeah, this shouldn't be difficult to get him killed. He's got high leadership. Yeah, they're advancing on us straight away. If you could do some damage to them before you die, that'd be great. Yeah, if we could lure away these great swords, I'll pop down the summon. Yeah, actually keep luring the great sword away. And if this summon here, I'll charge it into them. If this one could not interfere, that'd be amazing for us. Nope, it's going to interfere. Using a summon to take out that lord was probably a good idea as well. Well, we've got 3 more. Alright, let's see how much this guy can take out before he dies. But that summon there has done amazingly well so far. Don't win the battle before we've actually lost this guy here. In case you're not familiar, if you've borrowed an enemy, borrowed an allied army, and the character, okay, there he goes, gets wounded instead of killed, it detaches it from the army. It's obviously a 5-turn cooldown before they come back, but then you get the hero permanently. Alright, that did really well for us. Okay, because you stalk, you get away from them. Same thing with them. And now we just try to win. But I reckon we can rely pretty heavily on the summons. Man, we only scraped by getting enough experience for that hero. So it could have actually been a good thing that we took a Pyrrhic victory in that first battle, because it probably caused the army losses to not trigger too early, which means we would have inflicted more damage on them, which means we got more experience. But it definitely made the second battle a lot more difficult. Try to kill him because, yeah, we don't have anything that's particularly good against him. I don't care about friendly fire. Doesn't matter. Just dish out damage. Alright, this summon didn't really do a ton of damage this time. But it's going to take out the great swords at least. So that's good, they're finished. In terms of this general, yeah, these infantry, it just takes them a long time to kill them because only so many of them can hit at a time. Alright, well, we still got 2 more. 3 units of infantry remaining. I mean, this guy here should do fairly well against them. Should do reasonably well against this one, as long as he doesn't. Yeah, so we've got speed 34, speed 39. Yeah, that's the problem. He can just outrun us and keep shooting at us. That's the big concern.
Axes out, lads! The clans unite!
So if he's going to use up his ammo, I'd much rather him shoot at the artillery crew, since they're probably the least useful units on the battlefield for us at the moment. Give me a moment. Okay, summon on... Yeah, let's deal with the Nuln Ironsides because they're close to us. Still got one more summon after this. Oh, it's playing our music now. Good, thanks for shooting your own troops. Okay, good. Rifles. This one. That one's rallied though. This has got one more summon left. Just doesn't last very long. Okay, that hooked the long rifle. Okay. I reckon we shouldn't have too much trouble dealing with him. That's good. That was wasted. Really wish I had killed him in that previous battle. Good thing we used the gyrocopters to damage him as much as we did. I wish I had done more.
The runes glow for the ancestors.
Okay, last summon. Make it count. And we want to pop that down on their lord. Don't worry about their infantry. They're not really a huge concern. Now, we don't need to kill him. We don't need any more experience. All we need to do is, there we go, army losses. This is why I wanted to keep them out of it, to preserve balance of power. And there we go, we're absolutely slaughtering him. Gaining extra experience at this point here might actually be detrimental, since that's only going to provide bonuses for this guy who really cares. So, let him go. Oh, I can't catch him anyway. Heroic victory. Well, that's what's left of the army. But hey, you get to keep the thing now. How about that? And all three of their armies got beat up. Only one of them completely wiped out because that one's already lost the battle. And then, yeah, you can just hand this army back to the dwarfs and let them rebuild it and then take it back again later. Or, I don't know. Depends on how much allegiance you've got. Money. Now, it should say that that character is wounded, not dead. Should say it. Where is it? It would be in here. There he is. Throny Zufbarden is now a permanent Khornate Thane. Wait. No, that's not the same one. No, because he would have been at level 20. He's not there. It's... You know what's possible? It's possible that he's actually dead. Because what may have happened is that the enemy... When we borrow enemy armies, no skill points get assigned. Now, normally, when you have someone reach level 20, skill points automatically get assigned. But because they don't get assigned, you may have to actually give the army back and then borrow it again and then get the lord killed. The hero killed. Yeah, you've definitely got enough with that. So, if I have a look at this, I can't see him in there. And in the notification, deaths in battle. It doesn't say anything about it. Yeah, it's not saying anything about it. So I'm just bear with me here. Just looking for any sort of notification that might indicate that that he's actually still alive or that he's dead. I just don't know. So that would be under, let's see. I mean, it should be under Death's Battle, but it's not. It's not him because it was part of Karaza Karak. It's not this one. And that's enemy killed in battle. So he's just like disappeared from the game. But he should be showing up here if he was actually wounded. But it's definitely not this. Of course, because that's the Lord. The hero isn't among them. But it might just show up on the list next turn. Again, I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, I did what I was contracted to do. I'm just not sure if it actually worked. Because, yeah, maybe in hindsight, I'm pretty sure this is on legendary difficulty. Let me just check this. So it would have... It's on Iron Man mode, so it would have just saved. So I can't load... I'd have to download the save file again to do it all again if I want to try again. But basically, if he got killed in that battle, what I should have done was given the army back, then borrowed it again, and then made the attack. But like I said, I haven't been in that situation before. I wasn't sure. Anyway, he'll just have to let me know. I'll ask Snake Nerd Gamer what ended up happening. I'll send the save file back to him. Ask him what ended up happening with that hero, whether or not he was actually wounded and they got to use it again or not, because I'm not entirely sure. I can't find his death within the within here, and he's not listed in amongst this group here, so I have no idea what happened to him. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.